In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the letter U using a rubber band loom. I'll be using a Rainbow Loom, but you can use any brand of loom that has the pins in a straight row. And I'm only going to be working with one row of pins, so I've taken off the other 2 rows. But if you have a brand of loom that the pins don't come off, that's perfectly fine. You will need 14 rubber bands to make the letter U. And for every band that I place on, it will be doubled. So in order to do this, I just place it on my hook, twist, and put it back on. So you can see the 2 rubber bands on the hook. And I will be starting on the end, and you want the arrows to be facing away from you. I'm just going to go to that next pin up. And I'm going to be placing the length of 12 rubber bands on the loom. And every time you place a band on, you want to push it down to the bottom of the pin. So that way you have room to keep adding the next bands. And some people like to use their fingers to double the bands, but I find it easier myself to use my hook. So whatever method you prefer, you can certainly use. And as I've said, we're going the length of 12 rubber bands. So if you're using a Rainbow Loom, it's going to go all the way to the very end of the row. So I have 2 more left to do here. And now on this very end pin, I want to place a cap band, and I want the band to be quadrupled. So I'm going to place it on my hook, twist and put it back on, twist, put it back on, twist and put it back on. So you can see there are 4 rubber bands on here. And I'm going to just place this on the top of this end pin. It will be a little tight to get on. If you find that you're really struggling to do that, you can just triple that band. Now I'm going to turn my loom around so the arrows will be facing towards me. And I'm going to start to loop here. So I'm going to take my hook and go down through the end, push back on the top 4 bands, grab the bottom 2. I want to hold this in place so it doesn't come off. And I'm going to go up the length of 4 rubber bands. And now what I'm going to do is, I want these 4 rubber bands to come off, but I want it to stay attached where I just left off here, so I'm going to place my thumb over this pin, go down through the end, and pull these off. And now I'm going to angle this out to the right just a little bit, because I want this curved part of the U to start. And now I'm going to go just do the very next band, just 1. And I'm going to pull this off, and again I'm going to angle this up, out to the right a little bit. I'll do the next one and do that same thing. Take it off. Again, just angle it out to the right a little bit. I'm just going to keep repeating that. I'll just do 1 band. And then I will take it off and angle it up a little bit more. And then again. And so by now you should have it pretty much angling straight up. And now I can loop the other side of the U, so I'll just continue on all the way to the top. And now I'm going to take my hook, go down through the middle, push it out to the side. I'm going to grab this last rubber band and pull it up through, put the loose end back on my hook, and now I can carefully remove the rest of these bands. And I want the end of the band that's closest to the end of my hook to go through the other and pull that tightly to make a slip knot. And then here you have your letter U. And you can adjust it if you need to, so you have the right shape. And then here's another letter U that I made using some reddish orange metallic bands. So this was one of the easier ones to do. Hopefully you found it easy to follow along with. You can always leave me comments on YouTube and Facebook. Post pictures of your creations to my Facebook page, and please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of my latest tutorials. You can also find me on Pinterest and Instagram, so please feel free to subscribe to those as well. Thanks for watching!